Welcome to Oak Tree Stories, timeless tales rooted in India. Here you'll find gentle, thoughtful tales drawn from our rich storytelling traditions, from ancient fables and folklore to heartwarming slices of modern Indian life. Each story is carefully chosen and lovingly crafted to be age appropriate and calming, with just a touch of wonder. So come, get cozy, and let the story begin. Hi, I'm Shalini, your storyteller. Today's story is a very special one because this story has been created just for one very special listener. This is a birthday story for Alaya, who is turning 6 today. Alaya, this story has been made especially for you, and it comes with so much love from your Prajwal Anna, all the way from Bangalore. He wanted to gift you something that was just yours. Happy 6th birthday, Chinnu. From all of us at Oak Tree Stories, Alaya, happy birthday. We hope this story becomes one you come back to again and again. Alright then, find a comfortable place, take a deep breath, and let's begin. On the night before her birthday, Alaya was downstairs in the building compound. It was late, much later than she was usually allowed to be out. But tomorrow was her birthday, and so tonight she was allowed a late bedtime. The building was quiet at this time. Most of the lights were off. A few windows still glowed softly. From inside her ground floor flat, the low hum of grown-up conversation drifted out. Laughter, plates clinking, voices rising and falling. But outside, the compound was almost empty. Just Alaya and her two friends, Kiara and Harvey. They had claimed the open stretch near the parking area as their racetrack. Last one to the wall loses, Alaya said suddenly. Hey, that's not fair. I wasn't ready, Harvey protested. Too late, Kiara laughed. They ran past the parked cars, feet thudding softly. Kiara laughing, Harvey trying to catch up. Alaya already ahead. Fast, light, and determined. She reached the wall first and turned grinning. Kiara jumped up and screamed, Again! Wait, said Alaya. A faint breeze moved through the compound. Somewhere a stray dog barked once, and then fell silent. Alaya wasn't looking at them anymore. She was looking up. There, she said. Wasn't there a star there? They all looked up. Suddenly, one star flickered and went out. All three froze. Another dimmed, then disappeared. That's not right, Kiara whispered. No, said Alaya quietly. It's not. Just then, a streak of light cut across the sky, fast and bright, and came to a sudden stop right in front of them. A small star, hovering, flickering. Finally, it said. Harvey blinked. That star just talked. Yes, it said gently, and we don't have much time. I'm Twinkle. What's happening? Alaya asked. Stars are losing their places, Twinkle said. They're not staying in place. They keep drifting. Alaya looked up again. More stars were flickering now. And another one slipped and began to fall. We can't fix this from here, she said. Twinkle shimmered softly. No, it agreed. You have to see it the way we do. Before anyone could ask what that meant, the ground beneath their feet seemed to loosen. The air shifted, and suddenly they were lifting up past the building, up past the quiet windows, up through the cool night air. And then everything changed. The air grew thinner. The sounds faded away. The city below became smaller and smaller until it was just a patch of glowing lights. And above them, there was no sky anymore, only vast open space. For a moment, none of them spoke. They turned slowly, taking it in, stars drifting in every direction. Some steady, some flickering faintly. And then Alaya noticed, not all of them were moving the same way. Some were shifting too quickly. Some were slipping out of place, as if something wasn't holding them together anymore. And then, right in front of them, two stars drifted too close. Move, one snapped. You're too close. I'm not moving, the other flared. I was here first. You're blocking my light. You're crowding me. They pushed, not with hands, but with light. One slipped, it bumped another. That one drifted too. And then, like a ripple, the sky began to loosen. Stars shifted, flickered, fell. Kiara grabbed Alaya's hand. They are fighting. And now everything's going wrong, Harvey said. Just then, 3 small stars slipped past them, each one drifting downward. Catch them, Twinkle cried. Alaya reached out and caught one. Harvey lunged forward. Got it! Kiara stumbled, then grabbed another. I have one. Each of them now held a small flickering star. All 3 were dim, unsteady. One of the stars flickered weakly. Too dim, it whispered. Why are they still dim? Harvey said. Alaya watched for a moment. Then she said quietly, Wait, Alaya pointed. Look at those. A small group of stars nearby stayed in place. They weren't bumping. They weren't drifting apart either. Kiara leaned in. They're not crashing into each other. And they're not floating away, Harvey said. Alaya watched the steady group for a moment. Then she looked at the stars in their hands. Wait, she said. Don't spread them out. What? Harvey asked. Just try this. She moved her star a little closer to Kiara's. Not touching, but still close. Hold yours there, she said. Kiara adjusted her hand. Like this? Yeah, and don't move. Harvey brought his star in too. Here? No, a little higher, said Alaya. The 3 stars hovered. Close, but not crowding. They flickered and then steadied. All 3. Harvey blinked. Oh! Kiara's face lit up. They're not fading anymore. Alaya nodded, her eyes still on them. Try another, she said. Just then, another star drifted past. Kiara caught it. Got one. Bring it here, said Alaya. Harvey guided it in carefully. Like before? Yes, slowly. They placed it near the others. The star flickered and then steadied. It worked again, Harvey said. Don't rush it, said Alaya. Just let them settle. The three kids got to work, catching drifting stars, bringing them in, holding them just far enough apart, each one steadier than the last. The sky began to change. The bumping slowed. The falling stopped. The light grew stronger. A few more stars slipped into place and held together. Kiara let out a small laugh. It's working! Harvey nodded, watching closely. Yeah, it actually is. Alaya didn't look away. We've got to keep going, she said. And they did. One star at a time. Catching, placing, waiting. And slowly, very slowly, the scattered light began to settle. Stars stayed where they were placed. Not bumping, not drifting, just steady. More stars joined, then more, until something began to take shape. A gentle curve, a line that bent just slightly. Kiara leaned back, squinting. Wait. Harvey turned his head. That looks like a... Alaya took a step back, and then she saw it all at once. A glowing shape in the sky, clear and bright. A 6. In her hands, the last small star flickered softly. I think I know where you go, Alaya said. The star shimmered a little brighter. It was Twinkle. Are you sure? It asked. Alaya smiled. Yeah. She moved forward carefully. Right here, she said. Just there. Please don't drop me, Twinkle added quickly. Alaya laughed softly. She placed Twinkle gently into the open space in the curve. For a moment, everything held still, and then the entire shape lit up, brighter than anything else in the sky. Twinkle glowed in its place, soft but steady. This is where I belong, it said. For a moment, the three of them stayed there, floating in the quiet space, watching the stars hold their places, watching the glowing 6 shine steady in the sky. Then, very gently, the light around them began to soften. The stars grew a little distant. The vast dark of space seemed to fold quietly around them. And slowly, they began to drift down. Past the still sky, past the cool night air, until their feet touched the ground again. The building, the parked cars, the still compound, everything just as it had been before. Kiara looked around. Did we just... I think we did, said Harvey. Kiara shifted a little closer to Alaya. Not bumping, just enough to stand beside her. Harvey stepped in too. The three of them stood there quietly, looking up. The sky was full again. Every star in its place. And there, just a little brighter than the rest, was one star. Steady, certain, exactly where it belonged. Alaya smiled. And that was a very special story created just for Alaya on her 6th birthday. Once again, happy birthday, Alaya. This story comes with so much love from your Prajwalana, who wanted to give you something that was just yours. And the next time you look up at the night sky, you might just spot that glowing little 6, right where it belongs. Now, to everyone listening, children and grown-ups, if you would like a story made just like this for someone you love, a story where they are the hero or the heroine, set in a world that feels magical and personal, you can visit us at www.oaktreebooks.in/Oaktree Stories. That's where you can learn more about our personalized audio stories and how to order one. Until next time, keep wondering, keep exploring, and keep shining.